So the first rule for writing a walking bass line is beat one of each chord you want to hit the chord's root. So say we have a 2-5-1 in C major. First chord is D minor 7. We want our first note to be the root, so that's a D, beat 1. Then our next chord is a G dominant 7. We want to get to the root. Let's say this is on beat 3 of the bar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next bar we're going to have our C major 7 chord, the 1 chord. So which note do we want to get to with our walking bass line? That's right, it's going to be the root. And it's up to you which root you want to go for, whether you want to go up the octave or down the octave. Then when you're going for G, you can go up the octave or down the octave. When you're going for C, you go for either C. Now the next step is to figure out how to get to that note, and there's really two ways that you can move to a note. You can either move by leap, and that's going to be playing leaps of either thirds or fifths or even an octave, but you're going to be leaping to chord tones of the chord. So for a D minor 7 you can leap, but you want to use notes from the D minor 7 chord. So it's a lot like improvisation when we're using the chord tones. Well, the same applies for the walking bass line. It's sort of like a simple solo where you're only playing quarter notes. So you can move by leap, or you can move by step. Of course, you can do these in either direction, either going up, or you can do them going down. Same for the leaps, you can do them going up or going down. And if I'm going to do big leaps, I want the leaps to be at the beginning of the bar, but as I approach the target note, so the next chord's root, really I want to approach that note by a step. So I can do my leaps at the beginning of the bar, but then at the transition, I want it to be a step, whole step or half step below. So we've got some descending leaps there. Root, fifth, root, third, root of the next chord, G dominant 7, root, fifth, root, third, root. Now let's try using our step movement. So again, starting on a D, let's just walk up the scale that we're in. What scale are we in? That's correct, C major, because this is a 2-5-1 in C major. So if you're going to use steps, then you have to be aware of the scale that you're in. No different to if you're soloing, you have to be aware of which scale you're in. So back to C major here. Let's do some step movement. You could just walk up the scale. But we have an extra beat to fill here before we get to the next chord. Jump over it, like this. That's nice. What else could we do? Could use our half step below approach. Now this is chromatic, it takes us out of scale, but it's okay as long as we resolve upper half step to the target note. Like this. It's not okay if you just land on this note and you don't resolve it, but in this case, we're resolving. So those are a couple of lines we can use to begin with. Like this, or... So now we're on G7, next target note is C. Let's use some stepwise motion again. Again, we could do the same thing. Let's try some stepwise motion going downwards. Going to start on D, let's go down and target G, down here. Simple, the right amount of notes if I run down. We could run down again because it's a repeating pattern. It's a bit basic though, so let's change it up. could go to our leaps, like that, or Now to go with this lesson, I'm giving away my 29 Jazz Licks sheet music. This is 5 pages of my best licks, and to download it for free, just click on the link below.